Behind them, Moon Chase, being followed further back by Mountain High. Next to last, Kiss and Jack, and Our Worthy Star has dropped out to last. Over the second of the double in the first lap now, and going very fast to take over Lovers Road. About a length and a half to Maybe Rough, who's second. Close in behind them, Sea Biscuit over on the outside, being followed closely there by Percheval. A length and a half further back than Kiss and Jack over on the inside of Veritable Lad, followed by Moon Chase, who's being restrained early. In behind, one drop back on top of Moon Chase. It lost about a length. Going up on the south side is Mountain High at that jump around the back, and a length and a half further back to Grey Sovereign second to last, and Our Worthy Star is last of all. Past the 800 metre mark in the first lap, and Lovers Road cutting them along by a length and a half to Maybe Rough under a tight rain. In third place then is Sea Biscuit, being followed by Kiss and Jack. Veritable Lad is just in behind them. 2 lengths further back is Percheval over on the inside of Moon Chase, a length and a half to Mountain High, and they were being followed by Grey Sovereign, who's second last, and Our Worthy Star last of all, and they're all jumping well. Coming down the school side in the first circuit, Lovers Road bowling along by a length and a half. Maybe Rough, who's in close touch at the next hurdle. A length further back then is Sea Biscuit, being followed closely by Kiss and Jack. In behind them then being restrained as Moon Chase. He's over on the inside of Veritable Lad, being followed closely by Percheval. Mountain High is in behind them, followed by Grey Sovereign second last, and Our Worthy Star is last of all. And in that order they come around the home turn with just over a circuit left to go, and Lovers Road about 2.5 lengths to Maybe Rough over on the inside of Sea Biscuit, being followed closely at the head of the others by Kiss and Jack. Over on the outside to Veritable Lad, followed by Moon Chase. Then came Mountain High. They're followed by Percheval. Second last is Grey Sovereign. Still last of all is Our Worthy Star. And they go into the final lap now, and Lovers Road under a tight rain leads the way by a length to Sea Biscuit. Over on the inside getting a nice run is Maybe Rough, being followed closely by Mountain High, who's improved his position sharply. A length further back then Kiss and Jack over on the inside of Veritable Lad, followed by Moon Chase going well. 2.5 lengths further back to Grey Sovereign, being followed by Percheval, is dropping out of it, and Our Worthy Star is last of all. Back where they started, over 1,400 metres left to go. Lovers Road the leader, being taken on by the front running by Sea Biscuit, who's gone up quickly. Maybe Rough is still there. Over on the inside, Kiss and Jack's had a nice run. Veritable Lad followed by Mountain High, and taken to the outside. Moon Chase is starting to gather ground, and he was followed by Percheval, who's over on the inside of Grey Sovereign, and a bad last is Our Worthy Star as they go round the back. Just over 1,000 metres left to go on the hurdle. Lovers Road defies the opposition. He's out by a length to Kiss and Jack on the inside of Sea Biscuit. A length further back to Mountain High. Close in behind them, Maybe Rough. Here comes Moon Chase putting in his run as they go to the next jump, and they're followed by Veritable Lad a bit further away to Grey Sovereign. Percheval down the back for the last time, and the leader still Lovers Road, about 2.5 lengths clear of Kiss and Jack. Over on the outside then came Sea Biscuit. Here comes Moon Chase with a good runner, and he's followed by Mountain High, trying to go with him, followed by Maybe Rough on the inside of Veritable Lad, and further back to Grey Sovereign. Coming up to what will be the second last jump, on the leader here, Lovers Road. Moon Chase is going fast to be second. 2 lengths further back as Mountain High is starting to struggle a bit. Veritable Lad is back behind them at the last jump now, and Moon Chase has moved up quickly on the outside to hit the front in one bound, and Moon Chase looks set for victory round the turn. He scooted away about 3 lengths in advance of Lovers Road. Hard ridden in third place to Veritable Lad. Maybe Rough on the inside, being followed next then by Mountain High as they make the home turn, but Moon Chase travelling very easily in the lead with about 200 metres left to go. Look to have it all parcelled up. He's well clear. Maybe Rough getting into second place, and coming down the outside Veritable Lad, and they're followed by Lovers Road, but it's Moon Chase in no danger. Very impressive jumper this fellow, and he goes to the line to make it 2 in a row. Moon Chase, he wins about 4 lengths. Second home Maybe Rough, a hit away third to Veritable Lad. Lovers Road behind them, followed by Mountain High. Grey Sovereign, a good long gap to Kiss and Jack, followed by Sea Biscuit, and Percheval is the last to complete the course.
Moon Chase too good for them there in the hurdle at $2.40, $1.30 in Super Tab connections, $2.20 New South Wales and $2.50. The favour gets home, 3-1-2 race 1 at Moonee Valley. Now at Kembla Grange.
Racing this time, and Pinpante from the outside in company with Majestic Rain jumped well, and so too closer in did Bruschetta. Tendrils not far back with Only a Lady and Rodula. Behind those horses next is Rackatoon, a length and a half to Perfect Flight, and then comes Defender. Hit the Wagon and Moretti are a long way back, and so too is Royal Refuse and A Patch of Blue. Over the crossing at the 850, and the Speedy Tendrils the leader narrowly from Bruschetta. A length third is Rackatoon. Length and a half then to Majestic Rain Defender, followed by Only a Lady. 2 lengths to Perfect Flight on the inside of Rodula. Pinpante getting back after a good jump, and a couple into A Patch of Blue, followed by Hit the Wagon, and then comes Corrie Bet. Moretti a distant second last, and 3 lengths to Royal Refuge. Tendrils will lead them around the corner, and setting sail for the judge. Tendrils 3/4 Bruschetta. Rackatoon the inside third, then Defender. Only a Lady on the extreme outside is putting in her claim, and 2 lengths to Rodula, being hard ridden down to the 200 metres, and Only a Lady after Bruschetta. They got the better Fighter at Tendrils, and then comes Defender, followed by Hit the Wagon. Only a Lady takes the lead from Bruschetta. Here's Moretti flying. Moretti grabbed Only a Lady, then Pin Pante, and it's Moretti. What an outstanding performance to come from third last. Moretti from a photo between Only a Lady and Pin Pante, and then Hit the Wagon, Bruschetta and Tendrils, Defender, Corribet, Royal Refuge, Roger, and then Rackatoon, Perfect Flight, a Patch of Blue, and Majestic Rain Weekend to finish at the tail of the field. By gee, that was a run. Number 10, Moretti. Well,
on the Super Tab to pay $8.40, $2.90. Number 12 in there for the Miners, Only a Lady, $2.70, or 11 Pin Pante, $6.20. $8.60, $2.80 the winner in New South.
Only a Lady on the inside, showing a dividend of $2.70, and number 11, Pin Pante, $6.30. Gee, I think there'll be a bit of form coming out of this first race of the day. 10, 12 and 11 are the officials. Moretti by Salieri from Quiet Vespers, trained by Graham Begg for Neville Begg and Partners, and Graham himself, a real family affair. Neville, of course, Graham's dad. His mum's in the syndication too, Yvonne, and one of his sisters, Carmel. Darren Beedman aboard. Number 12, second, Only a Lady by Sir Tristram from London Lights. She'll make a nice race horse, this one, Only a Lady, written by Len Beasley. And third going to Pin Pante. That was a good performance too. Jumped well, couldn't maintain the thrust, got back and went home well by Al Hareb from Purple Maze.
Set to go. Stalls are back and they're off and running now. They came out in a reasonable line. Radosha didn't have much speed after the start with Lord Howard. Regencia bounced quickly. Going with it now is Zach the Butte, Retrench, and Tango's Lads pushing up on the inside. Settling down the filly, Regencia clears them from the outside, gets across, leads a length and a half now. Retrench, Tango's Lad third, Zach the Butte the outside of it now third. Fourth, Tango's Lad, two further back in the race, then Londolese. They're followed by Radosha on the inside. Clifton Bay can't go with them at all, and Lord Howard is tracking out deep. Down the side, Regencia, one to Retrench second, two further back, Tango's Lad on the inside. Outside it then Zach the Butte, 2.5 Londolese fifth, and they're followed by Clifton Bay. A length further back, Radosha, and three to Lord Howard. Inside the 600 now, Regencia, 3/4 Retrench, and they got away 3 lengths, Tango's Lad. A half further back, Zach the Butte from Clifton Bay, and then Londolese from Radosha, and tail right off as Lord Howard. These two clear out though, Regencia, 3/4 Retrench under pressure when they turn. 4 lengths further back in the race then to the outside, Zach the Butte from Clifton Bay. Regencia, the filly, straightened up, 2 in front. Retrench is trying hard. They're 6 in front of Zach the Butte and then Londolese. But Regencia has bounced straight to the front. She's holding Retrench. And Regencia down to the post. Regencia wins a length and 3/4 Retrench. About 4 away third Londolese from Zach the Butte and Clifton Bay. A gap in the race, Radosha from Tango's Lad. And last of all is Lord Howard.
For Regencia, $4.70 and $1.60. Second, 1 Retrench, $1.50. Third, 9 Londolese, $6.90.
Super Tab 4, Regencia to return $4.60, $1.40, 1 Retrench, $1.40, 9 Londolese, $5.90.
And the order really hasn't changed. They slipped away from about the 700-metre mark, the 1-2. And that's how they finished, with the filly holding them comfortably here with a good clear pull on the weights with 53.5 as against the 57 of Retrench. 4-1-9 Regencia, filly against the Colts. It's a good effort.
In the third. Off in the second here at Royal Randwick, and the best to begin was Authoritarian. Count the Steps galloping into second, Posse, followed by Purist, and then comes Dapples, Fantasia, Seafighter, and close-up Regal Tam. It's Authoritarian in front, going 350 metres and opens up about 3 lengths now. Count the Steps travelling second, and Purist without cover third, about a half length away, and 2.5 to Fantasia. A half to Dapples the outside, and the last couple another length back. Seafighter on the outside of Regal Tam. Onto the High Street side, coming down over the 850 crossing, and Authoritarian steadied by little Cameron Swan. Leads just over a length on Purist. Third is Count the Steps, and then comes Dapples. Fantasia, 1 off the rails, a length and a quarter then to Regal Tan, and close up on its outside being Seafighter. Only about 6 or 7 lengths covers the field as they go inside the 600 marker, and Authoritarian 3/4 of a length on Purist. Dapples third, and a couple of lengths then to Count the Steps inside of Fantasia. Given rein by Die, second last Seafighter, and Regal Tan is last as they straighten up. And 350 left to go. Authoritarian in front, about a length on Purist. Maloney starting to get a little worried on Purist. A length and a half to Seafighter, followed by Regal Town, and Fantasia struggles. Purist almost gets to Authoritarian. Seafighter's a big danger. Seafighter grabs Purist and Authoritarian, and Seafighter starting to assert his superiority, and in a very, very comfortable ride down to the line, Seafighter wins narrowly from Purist and Authoritarian. By gee, it was a soft win. And then Regal 10, Fantasia, and the last two Dapples and Count the Steps. Well, he was very confident, G-Boss, on Seafighter.
And on the Super Tab to return 990, 360, 1 Purist, 170, no third for 3 Authoritarian.
Was 40 and 330. Purist number 1, $1.70, no third Authoritarian, and the flop with a capital F, Fantasia. The winner, Seafighter, by Mr. C from Bonnie Carleen. By gee, she must have been a pretty old mare when she sired or produced to Mr. C Seafighter, who's trained by Johnny Size for Mr. R.A. Joel and ridden by Glenn Boss. Number 1, second, Purist by Huntingdale from Evian. Grey Gilding 3, Alan Denham, Lane Maloney. And number 3, Authoritarian, Danehill, Flea Giroir, Anthony Cummings, Cameron Swan. 4, Regal 10, 4th, and Fantasia number 2 ran 5th.
Racing. A bit slow to get going there, Centre Rosa. Other runners have come away pretty well out wide here. Rue County, one of the first to break out. Last Classique showing good speed, and so too is Raunchy Ruler. When they settle down now, Raunchy Ruler just in front from Rue County. Stay with June. Last Classique is pushing up in the centre, with it Comedy Cafe. And over on the inside there is Diamond Duchess. It's on the outside here, Raunchy Ruler just in front, about a half in front from Diamond Duchess. And back in the middle, Last Classique and Comedy Cafe's with those. Stay with June from further back, Rue County. Always Divine, Centre Rosa, 4 lengths of Scorpic, can't keep up. 500 to go now. The outside, Raunchy Ruler getting up inside at Comedy Cafe. To the outside now, Last Classique. Then Stay with June, and right behind them, Always Divine, trying to get clear around the turn. Comedy Cafe kept the fence, got up on the inside now of Raunchy Ruler. A length Last Classique when they straighten. 200 to go. The short cut for Comedy Cafe, a half in front. On the outside, Raunchy Ruler and Last Classique further out from Always Divine. Comedy Cafe kicks though, and it'll get her home. Comedy Cafe wins just on a length. Last Classique ahead, third, Always Divine. Fourth home is Raunchy Ruler from Stay with June. Scorbic finished it off well. Then Centre Rosa, further back in the race, then Rue County, and near the tail is Diamond Duchess.
2 Comedy Cafe, 270 and 140. 4 Last Classique, 160. 3 Always Divine, $1.80.
2 Comedy Cafe, $3, 130. 4 Last Classique to pay 150, and 3 Always Divine to pay 160. Numbers Canberra, 5, 14, 6.
Number 2 from 4 Last Classique, Neville Wilson. Third, 3 Always Divine, Michael Pritchard. 2, 4 and 3.
Now the update for the next...
Okay, and we'll update that next in Brisbane right now on the Super Tab. Number 1, Sweet Valley, is they're showing 1180 and 460. 2 Mary Waltz, 24 and 690. 3 Ruling Chariot, 960, 370. 4 Aphrodisiac, 440, 160. 5 Steel Shuttle, 920, 340. 6 Magic Sea, the late male and favourite, 380, 140. 7 Poser, 770, 230. 8 Lady Samurai, 20 and 420.
Off. Not a bad break. Come Spring actually first to leave. I don't think young Brad Pengelly wants to be in front. Classic Allure canters up on the inside. 2 down hot and rising above between them, followed closely by Ingenuity, then Nightclub, and last is Twilight Hour. They gallop about 300 metres, and Come Spring, well, he decides to not fight her, and Come Spring, Given Rain, bounded away by 2.5 lengths on the favourite, rising above. 3 or 4 then to 2 down hot inside of Ingenuity. A couple of lengths then to Classic Allure, a length Nightclub, and 2 lengths to Twilight Hour. They go out at the back straight and race towards the 950, and Come Spring in charge by about 2.5 lengths on Rising Above. Chris Muntz on the favourite, not letting this leader get too far ahead of him. 3 lengths away, third is Ingenuity, and at her girth on the inside, 2 down hot, a couple to Classic Allure. Nightclub the outside, and still last is Twilight Hour. As they head down past the 700 marker, there's no change in the pattern, and Come Spring shows the way. A length and 3/4 on Rising Above, 2.5 to Ingenuity, a neck then to 2 down hot, followed by by Nightclub, Classic Allure, and still absolute as Twilight Hour. 8 lengths from Come Spring, who's first around the corner, and with 500 left to gallop, it's Come Spring by just on a length. Second is the favourite, Rising Above. Months about to pounce on Rising Above. Third is Too Darn Hot from Nightclub Ingenuity, and here's Twilight Hour. As they come down to the 250, Come Spring headed by Rising Above, but Twilight Hour looking a definite threat. And in the twinkling of an eye, Twilight Hour put paid to Rising Above. Ingenuity battles on, and then Nightclub, but it's Twilight Hour streaking away and will win comfortably. Twilight Hour, a length and a half to Rising Above, and third Ingenuity, then Nightclub, Too Darn Hot Come Spring, and about 4 to Classic Allure.
5 Twilight Hour, 660 and 310. Number 7 Rising Above, 160. No third for 1.
70 and 260. Number 7 Rising Above, written by Seamonts, 170, and no third for number 1 Ingenuity. Well, she's been a good buy for Hilton and Marilyn Cope. Twilight Hour. Hilton, of course, running a property up at Aberdeen. And, of course, as we know, a former top-class rider and rode internationally. And he and his wife now own Twilight Hour, who was originally, of course, raced by the late Arthur Baxter. Twilight Hour by Starway from Oishi, a chestnut mare 4. That was her 29th start, her 7th win, and she is certainly going to add considerable strength to her brood mare possibilities even after that win this afternoon. Max Lee's Alan Robinson. Second going to 7 Rising Above, Every Chance by Carpstad on the rise. Jack Denham trains the 3-year-old chestnut filly. Written by Seamonts, and 1 Ingenuity by Alzeo from Pride of Ingenue, Stephen Engelbrecht, Glenn O'Sullivan. 5-7-1, 2 Nightclub 4th. The run was 1:38.27, pretty slow, 3.27 outside.
Racing. Away they go on the A.V. Hiskin steeplechase, and Greater Bounce quickly with an Illusion and Jigabar. Further out in the track, here's Mogul starting to go forward outside. It is Palace Symphony as they come to the first of their fences. Landowner dipped a little on landing, and Burrowy Lord and Illusion. And here's one. Mogul's dropped the rider trying to hang on. Kenny, oh no, he's down. Oh, he did a remarkable job there trying to stay in the saddle. Fantastic effort by Craig Hedditch. He's hung on for probably about 120 metres. On his feet and okay, and Mogul is without the rider, and down the back they go, and Illusion in front now from Burrowy Lord and Greater. Landowner going up 4th from Jigabar over on the inside, the first of 3. They're followed further back in the race there by Best Endeavours on the outside. Then came Palace Symphony. Now Mogul the Grey is still in the field as they complete the treble. Ivanhoe over on the inside, and 4 or 5 to Lake Thor. They've got over those 3 fences down the side the first round, and the leader in Illusion about a length and a half, Burrowy Lord. The rider sitting bolt upright at the moment trying to restrain it. 2 lengths further back, Greater. Then Landowner 4th, and that grey horse is Mogul getting into the field. He's travelling up second, Mogul minus the rider as they go to the double down the back. Over that one they go, and the leader and Illusion jumped it well, about 2 or 3 in front of Burrowy Lord. Mogul the riderless horse second. 3 further back is Greater, 2 then Landowner, Jigabar the inside, 1 1/2 then Best Endeavours. 2 to Palace Symphony, about 8 or 9 off the front from Mandingo Man. A gap then to Ivanhoe, and 6 or 7 last of all Lake Thor.
Correct weight Adelaide and Kembla.
They go on the first round, and the leader is an Illusion. He's got Mogul in front of him, which is not doing the course much good. They're about 4 or 5 in front now from Burrowy Lord, 3 to Greater, a half then to Landowner, 2 to Jigabar, 3 Best Endeavours, and further back Mandingo Man and Palace Symphony as they go to that next fence along the side. They're followed by Mandingo Man, then Ivanhoe, and last of all Lake Thor. Coming up back from where they've started now, they've gone over 8, the 9th fence down the straight. That was the first on the first round, and the leader is an Illusion. He's at about 6 or 7 in front now from Burrowy Lord. Mogul is the grey horse out in front of an Illusion without the rider. And as they come down the straight now with a lap to go, here's the 9th fence coming up, and it's an Illusion in front. Mogul getting in his way again. He's trying to cross over in front of an Illusion. An Illusion is still there. He's the leader at the judge with a lap to go, about 7 in front of Greater. Burrowy Lord a length away, 2 to Landowner Handy, 4th around Jigabar. 2 further back in the race then came Best Endeavours, a length and a half, then Palace Symphony. They're followed by Ivanhoe and Mandingo Man, and 4 to Lake Thor. Going down the stride, the Dean Street side now, and Mogul is starting to get out of their way. Yes, he's gone on the course proper, Mogul. Go home now, you've been a pest. And the leader here, an Illusion, about 5 in front now from Greater second. 3 further back, Landowner. On the inside, Burrowy Lord, 3 to Jigabar. Best Endeavours at the second fence on the side is pulling out now. Palace Symphony behind those, followed by Ivanhoe. A gap to Lake Thor, and last of all, Mandingo Man. Off the back, they race now on the Hiskins. An Illusion about 3 or 4 lengths in front. Landowner goes up second, a length and a half Greater. Then Jigabar up to 4th, a length then Bestel on the outside. Best Best Endeavours fifth. 2 to Burrowy Lord, 2 lengths further back, Palace Symphony, about 8 off them. A long gap, Ivanhoe and Lake Thor, the double the last time at the 1,000, over it they go. And the leader, An Illusion, landed about 2 in front of Landowner and Jagabar. They're closing as they complete that double. 3 to Greater, Palace Symphony went past him. He's running up to 4th now, Palace Symphony, and coming home well. 2 behind him, Hard Ridden, Best Endeavours, and then Burrowy Lord. Jagabar and Landowner grab An Illusion now. 3 fences to go in the Hiskins. At the 800, they're 4 lengths to Palace Symphony, still running on. Third last coming up, Jagabar and Landowner in front from An Illusion. 4 lengths, Palace Symphony trying hard. A long gap then to Greater. Further back then Best Endeavours. Here's the second last, Jagabar and Landowner come to it. Step over it, 2 in front. Here's Palace Symphony coming quickly now. Here he comes. Then further back An Illusion. 3 in line with Palace Symphony finishing at a great rate now. Races up now to Landowner and Jagabar. 1 fence to go. 4 further back An Illusion. A gap in the race. Best Endeavours. Palace Symphony hits the front of the Hiskin steeplechase. 1 fence out, races away, 2-3 lengths in front from Landowner, trying hard again from Jagabar. Palace Symphony comes to the last to the Hiskins. It's in, he's keeping a magnificent leap. Landowner nearly down with Jagabar. Palace Symphony takes the Hiskins, races away, a magnificent performance, wins at about 6. Far over the minors might be Landowner, a nose in front of Jagabar. Then came on the outside Best Endeavours, a good gap in the race to An Illusion, followed by Greater, then Ivanhoe, Burrowy Lord, Mandingo Man just coming in, and Late Thor has lost the rider down the back at the second of the double.
3 Palace Symphony, 350 and 160. 9 Landowner, 190, or 4 Jagabar, 190.
On the Super Tab, number 3 Palace Symphony to pay $3.91.50. Number 9 Landowner, place dividend $2, and 4 Jagabar to pay $2 even. Brisbane update for the 4th on the program there. 1 double.
The Trali handicap away as 1. Now, who is going to lead at the end of 100 metres? Newsep narrowly, but Inroads is going to nose him a length away. Third, A Bit of Magic, followed then by Hot as Hell and then Shadow Chief. Royal Reward, second last is Charlie Bubbles, and a length and a quarter Multimedia. The very speedy Inroads in front, down by the 650, a length and a half, A Bit of Magic. Newsep can't get anywhere near the rails, followed by Shadow Chief, and a Hot as Hell on the fence is Royal Reward. Second last Charlie Bubbles, and 3/4 over on the inside is Multimedia. Newsep very, very wide on the corner, and Inroad straightens up and passes the 400 and slipped away to A Bit of Magic. Royal Reward third, then Charlie Bubbles, followed by Newsep immediately under pressure. Multimedia a long way back. It's Inroads the leader. Here's Charlie Bubbles in hot pursuit. Royal Reward gets the split, and then A Bit of Magic, and forget Newsep. Charlie Bubbles and Royal Reward will fight it out. Charlie Bubbles has got his head in front of Royal Reward, and Charlie Bubbles first up is too good. Charlie Bubbles beat Royal Reward third, A Bit of Magic, and then Inroads, followed by Newsep, Hot as Hell. Multimedia second last, and Absolute was Shadow Chief.
On the Super Tab, 3 Charlie Bubbles, 5.31.90. Number 6 Royal Reward to pay $2.30. No third for 4. Or in fact, there will be a third for 4. Bit of Magic, $3.
And $1.80. Number 6 Royal Reward, written by Andrew Gibbons, second, $2.10. Number 4, A Bit of Magic, written by Len Beasley, third, at $2.80. Newsep jumped okay, couldn't get anywhere near the rails from his outside alley. He was gone just after straightening up. Inroad showed all his characteristic speed, but couldn't go on with it. And there must be a doubt as to whether he's come back this time, I suppose, because he did go pretty ordinarily, they told me, at Grafton. Multimedia, well, he did absolutely nothing. Hot as Hell, likewise. And full honours to Charlie Bubbles. First up, since the national sprint in Canberra on the 2nd of March, trained by Tony Wildman for R. Hogg and Miss Maxine McHugh, so well known in political and television circles, Bob Hogg and Maxine McHugh, and Chris Muntz, the winning rider by Rubiton from Dance Hall Girl, a brown gelding 5. Number 3, the winner, in the time of 58.54, 34.97, the sectional. Royal Reward by Royal Handout from Vanity Prestige, a 5-year-old chestnut gelding, Sterling Smith, Andrew Gibbons, and A Bit of Magic, Bay Gelding 5 Snippets, Pure Magic, Gary Kirkup, Len Beasley. Superfecta result 364.219, 364.219. The Quinella 19.10, exacta $35, trifecta $312.50, the extra double 5 and 3 $47.90, and the margin
tongue twister.
Should be a great race. There's the light.
They're off now, and Be Discreet out wide jumped away well. Schubert was again slow to begin. He's one of the last on settling down, and Be Discreet came out running with Grago going fast, and Schubert is following it up. Wider out was Western Centred, also Ocelot, and they were followed in that division too by, as they start to sort themselves out there, going fast, Chief Seattle towards the main group. Further back in the field behind them, Schubert on the inside, Senti Lassie followed then by Sovereign Squall, and last of all Shandon. Around the turn, and Be Discreet at this point is 5 lengths in front of Schubert. Grago is second, third Western Centre, Ocelot was fourth, and then Schubert back on the inside, niggled at. He is starting to respond, and then came Chief Seattle, followed by Senti Lassie, Capricious Lass. Further back to Sovereign Squall, and they were followed last of all then, out wide on the track by Shandon. Be Discreet's got a handsome break inside the 200. Schubert's not going on at the moment, and it's Be Discreet. She's 2 or 3 in front, this Euclay's filly. What a bonny filly. And she goes home to win well. Schubert going home like a train at the finish, but all too late, and Be Discreet wins from Schubert. Third, I think, Grago, followed wide out by Sovereign Squall, an eye-catching run. Chief Seattle is between them. Wider out Shandon, then came Senti Lassie. Further back Western Scent, Capricious Lass and Ocelot together at the tail.
3:30, 1:40 there. Schubert 120, photo for third. We'll check that in just a moment on race number 4 at Cheltenham as they go to the line there with number 10, Be Discreet. Just too good for them there. 48 kilos and under the lightweight. A very, very impressive winner indeed. Now, running second will be number 7, Schubert, and we'll just check third as they go across the line there. Now, Sovereign Squall is also into the photo, but...
Racing. Beautiful breakaway too. One of the first out near the inside was Shannoak, not keen to lead. Mr. Satisfaction away fast. With those leaders fragmented also Grand Bay when they settled down, and our Floral Prince just behind those when they sort themselves out. Pushing up also Heart's Content. It's fragment about a neck in front of Grand Bay, keeping the rail, a neck then to Stately Bay. A length further back in the race then came Mr. Satisfaction from our Floral Prince. Further back Divider, Heart's Content, the inside Shannoak. 2 to Diamond Tipped and 3 last of all. Red Carson can't keep up at the 700 metre mark. Grand Bay up on the inside now of Stately Bay, and 3 out fragment, a length Mr. Satisfaction, 4 out. Divider behind them, Heart's Content pulled out deep from our Floral Prince. Shannoak the fence, and then Diamond Tipped. 3 to Red Carson, last of all. They're across the track at Stately Bay, going up to Grand Bay on the inside. Fragment is there from Mr. Satisfaction as they turn for home. Then Heart's Content from Diamond Tipped. Stately Bay in front of Grand Bay from Fragment when they turn from Mr. Satisfaction. Then Shannoak and Divider trying to get runs, and wider out Diamond Tipped in the straight. Stately Bay in front. Diamond Tipped finishing quickly out wide. Diamond Tipped has raced now to Stately Bay. Then Red Carson from the back of the field with a big run. Diamond Tipped in front. Red Carson lunging and will get up. Yes, Red Carson. Red Carson a neck on the line. Diamond Tipped. 2 away third. Stately Bay from our Floral Prince. Then Shannoak, a gap of the race Divider. Further back in the race Fragment from Mr. Satisfaction, Heart's Content. And Grand Bay, after showing good speed, is last of all.
12 Red Carson, 7.60 and 2.80. 5 Diamond Tipped at $4.10. 2 Stately Bay, $2.10.
On the Super Tab, number 12, Red Carson to pay $7.70, $2.70. 5 for second Diamond Tip to pay $4.30, and 2 Stately Bay, place dividend of $2 even. That Brisbane update due, race number 5 coming up there, the Country Cup.
Racing, good start. Watch the clock near the inside like no other. Roma Discovery, our Silver Lining, Sir Tango all came out fast. Another Promise going quickly. Wahe out wide and Regal's Racket going up. Not too far away is Dartbrook Magic. 2 lengths in the field. 2 Sperado, Dream Road, Old Ace, Celestial Dawn. Getting back in the field is Farmerson, Civi Den, then Louise, Secret Meeting second last. Advanced State last of all, 20 lengths away from the leader. Watch the clock as they come down the side of the track with 6:50 to go. Watch the clock, the big Chestnut in front. He shows the way from Sir Tango. A length away, Regal's Racket. 3 lengths, Wahe. 2 lengths to our Silver Lining, Dartbrook Magic, Dream Road. They were followed by Another Promise like no other. Old Spice, Roma Discovery, Celestial Dawn. Sperado's well back in the field with like no other, Civi Den. And near the tail of the field, Advanced State, but he's coming to the extreme outside and winding up. Little Sir Tango got the better of Watch the Clock at the 200. 2 lengths away in the field to Regal's Racket. Advanced State and Celestial Dawn running on well, but Sir Tango shot clear. He's 3 in front. Advanced State is eating up the ground with Civi Den. Sir Tango walking. Advanced State lunging too late. Sir Tango wins the money. Sir Tango's won the Country Cup from Advanced State, and Civi Den a flashing third. Then came Old Ace, not far away would have been Celestial Dawn, Dream Road, Sperado. Our Silver Lining, Secret Meeting, Wahe like no other, Roma Discovery, Watch the Clock. Then came Farmerson, Regal's Racket, Another Promise, Dartbrook Magic, and near the tail Louise
Louise.
11 Sir Tango, 10.80 and 3.60 over 10 Advanced State, $4.80 and 4 Civitan, $5.20.
11 Sir Tango to pay $10.40 and 3.70. Number 10 Advanced State, a place dividend $6 and 4 Cividin $3.70. Should be 11.10 there. Race number 5 in Brisbane, Totes Adelaide. Dividends there on the 4th in Adelaide. Numbers were 10.
They're off. And the favourite jumped out very well from the inside. Tie the Knot is not going to lead. Stylish Bound straight to the front from Grey Marger. Third is Grey Sky, and then Aria Lass, followed by Tie the Knot. A length